இதை விட இன்னும் நிறைய செஞ்சா இன்னும் சேலரி ஏத்தி தரும் அப்படின்னு சொல்லியிருக்காங்க மேடம்.
ப்ராவிடென்ட் ஃபண்ட் பிஎஃப் உங்க பைசாவை வந்து சேமிப்புக்கெல்லாம் ஏதாவது வழி பண்ணிருக்காங்களான்னு கேக்குறாங்க.
அவங்க பேசும்போது நீங்க சம்பளம் எவ்வளவுன்னு கேட்கலையா? Did you not ask how much the salary was when they discussed it?
Salary did not. That is why I explained to her. And if you continue to work like this, then you will get a provident fund pension. And she asked me what is a provident fund pension. I explained. After some years, you know, that pension will help you to this thing. So I try to continue without falling sick, without thinking about your problem. Try to continue planning myself. And she was not a trade union problem.
Yes. I think we also need to give Shashi Madam a hand.
ஒரு நிமிஷம், நான் வந்து வீட்ல இருந்து வந்து வெளியே எங்கேயும் இது வரைய வேலை செஞ்சதே கிடையாது. ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ண வேலையே ஃபர்ஸ்ட் பிளாக் பிரிண்டிங் தான் ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணி செஞ்சிட்டு இருக்கேன்.
I've never worked from home before. This is the first time I've worked and I'm doing block printing. Thank you, Anu.
Thank you very much, Anu. Okay, before I conclude, I have a small announcement. Post lunch, we have a half an hour concluding session. So, after lunch, kindly come back. Now, with this, apart from the concluding session, more or less, one half this workshop on employment and empowerment for the employment is coming to an end. And I come back to the where Vandana started. What gives joy and self-esteem, not only to those who are all right, but even to mentally ill. And it's a major distraction from the illness itself. Works as a therapy, and that itself becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. And work becomes eventually healer. A stage comes when you are all yours. From Anu to Devi to Tejaswali to Lavanya to yours truly also, we can tell you, mentally ill people can work. They do want to work. And seldom mental illness is a permanent disability if intervention is done at the right time. Key is the intervention at the right time and continued intervention. It's not that whenever intervention done once is going to solve all your problems. And one thing is definite, that those people who are mentally ill, once they go to work, they will require reasonable accommodation. There is no denial of the fact, but the same is nothing unusual. People suffering from cancer do require accommodation. I do not find why so much of tamasa is done when it comes to the accommodation to be given to the mentally ill people. Then, starting yesterday with the presentation of balm, scarf, and RCL and other things. So last one day, we have seen many good models which have being incubated, which have either already become successful or and are being further improvised. Starting from Mr. Bakshi, Dattaji, Janki ji, Lavanya, Manav Foundation, ACME, and everybody else who follow, they give me a confidence that creating a joyful, supported or unsupported employment is possible, and the nation has to move in that direction. And lastly, I will say, it is needed to mainstream the small successes which we have seen here. The small successes are happening, they are required to be mainstreamed. And in the morning, somebody told a very, very key thing. When we are talking about mainstreaming of employment for mentally ill, we have to move beyond corporate social responsibility, and we have to simply shift to the paradigm of capability and ability of the mentally ill person, and we have to forget about their disability. Thank you very much.
The really long patient session that you handled and all the very interesting presentations. While, as all of you know, we sort of overshot our time, and what we thought, as he suggested, was if we can have a quick lunch and maybe come back in the next half hour or 40 minutes, then we can spend half an hour on the some recommendations. I mean, people, all of you have in your own way, but if you can just consolidate it, Ratna will moderate that, and she has a very interesting way of doing it. So we'll have lunch, come back in about half an hour, 40 minutes, meet for half an hour, spend that half an hour in quick policy recommendations, pointers, and then we will close the session. Do bear with us, and sorry for this delay, but please do have that I'm not in a mood to plan any kind of games because I can't move myself. Yeah. Now there's nothing much to speak except for the fact that we've all got the presentations with us, so we will cull out the recommendations from there. But by when? By when? Bringing the medical jargon everywhere, Dr. Ambu. I will not even forgive you for not taking me to book fair. And whisking off another bunk. Unforgivable.
That's unfair.
No, the thing is that what we'll do now is quickly spend some time on recommendations, which will go to Ministry of Social Welfare and also Ministry of Health. And let us just think of 3 tangible points, 3 tangible recommendations. We've heard about tax exemption, we've heard about pension, we've heard about resource pool, we have heard about soft loans, we've heard supported employment, we've heard about interest-free loans, setting up of enterprises, we've heard about lack of awareness of schemes, so we can put all of that in our recommendation. So very quickly, do we have colored post-it pads just to cheer us up? No. Okay. So, okay.
We have given them writing pads and pens.
Yeah.
So we can just
You can write it down on
We
that.
can just-
All the other presentations, like you said, we're going to
Yeah,
pull
we are going.
out the important points. But in addition to what we've already heard, if there's something, or if there's something that stands out in the presentations, then if you can say it again, we'll make a note now and make sure that that point is highlighted.
Can I finish
Yeah.
mine?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give you the mic.
When
It's
did
not
you
3
start?
points. Yeah. It's not 3 points.
No, it doesn't matter.
Please read them out.
Because
Because
our
our recommendations
We
so much.
don't want to be prescriptive as
Yeah.
people are with chronic mentally ill people. We just leave it open. It can be 3, it can be 2, it can be 1, it can be 10.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So, yeah. So since most of India is rural, and from what little I understood from the last few days, a lot of people in rural areas who do have a mental health problem seem to be continuing to work. Right? That is for people who have had a problem, but before that they've probably been working, or they've been working and having a problem. Either way, they seem to be, well, at least out there in the workforce in some manner or so.
More than urban, that's all.
More than urban,
That's all.
but
Not very much. Only more than urban.
okay. For the others, there was actually an interesting suggestion, as in we keep talking about where will you find people to, let's say, be a health attendant, or where will you find people to help out. But where are your workforces for things like care attendants and therapists, and maybe fantastic one Meenakshi had come up with was of using Narega as a platform for providing caregiving, or if not caregiving, let's say the creches that Mr. Vijay Kumar was talking about. If not the creches, maybe even some kind of informal daycare center. It doesn't necessarily have to be only clearing of roads and clearing of ditches and airy work and so on and so forth. That's about it for the rural thing. For the urban thing,
1 second. Somebody translate into Tamil.
ஓகே, இப்போ மேடம் வந்து வைஷ்ணவி என்ன சொல்றாங்கன்னா, இப்போ வந்து நிறைய பேர் ஏதோ இந்த மாதிரி இருக்கு, மனநோயாளிகளுக்கு என்னென்ன மாதிரி சலுகை பண்ணலான்றத பத்தி பேசிட்டு இருக்காங்க. அது அவங்களுக்கு தெரிஞ்சவங்க இந்த ஊனமற்றோர் சங்கத்துல மீனாட்சின்னு ஒருத்தர் இருக்காங்க. அவங்க என்ன சொல்றாங்க, இந்த NREGA ஸ்கீமே யூஸ் பண்ணி அதுலயே 100 நாள் ஸ்கீம் வந்து அதுல வந்து நம்ம வந்து இந்த குழந்தைங்களுக்கு வந்து ஒரு பாதுகாப்பகம் மாதிரி அங்க இது பண்ணலாம். What is the exact recommendation?
அவர் சொன்னாரு இல்லையா, அதாவது அதே இடத்துல வந்து கிரஷ் வைக்க போறோம் நாங்க, அங்க வந்து வேலை வாங்கி இங்க இந்த மீதி வேலை பண்ணாம இந்த வேலையும் நீங்க பண்ணலாம் அவர் சொன்னாரு. அந்த மாதிரி
so you'll be literally killing two birds with one stone. You're both providing a service which was not there already, and that takes care of your logistics. And two, you are actually providing employment as well. And it doesn't necessarily have to be through the Narega. I mean,
schemes like
who employs the Ashas? Ashas are full-time, right?
But they are burdened with work.
Yeah, but Asha-like people can very easily, I mean, you get them in every village. So
you're talking about community health worker, a member of the community.
Yeah, and that person could do anything.
100 day. Let's not add Asha into our recommendation.
Not Asha, but it doesn't necessarily, because if I am to go out and work and leave behind someone who needs support throughout the whole day, that doesn't necessarily mean that I only should be the caregiver, right? Why do we always assume that family has to be the caregiver and let you sit at home and do that work?
We can adapt a community people who don't have a job, and so that you can in that way you can give a both the side for this fellow. I mean, for this person has a attention, and also for them. Involving community
recommendation of the government. But let's stick to the 100 MNREG, because I think it's a specific concrete point that they can work on, which he suggested also. The rest of it, let's attempt it, because it seems a little ambiguous. So let's attempt it. If it works, then we can.
One more thing, suppose if we discuss the community, we can put a suggestion to government. Government can pay some salary for the caregivers to take care of this. That's supposed to be done.
That's the caregiver pension which Tiruchelli also spoke
the
of.
pension also, 80% disability the government is giving in the pension. Somebody was telling some 45-50, then that is not true.
Yeah, Dr. Kishore said in Karnataka it's true, but even Karnataka, where Shalini, even in Karnataka now it doesn't work that way. She said that the whole thing has collapsed and not everybody is getting their pension properly.
Even for this 80%, it is not an easy
Yeah,
job
it's
to
not
get
easy.
that.
We're struggling
You
with
have
so
to
many
go
things.
every
And stay there and then push for it. Of all the people that we've tried for in the past, how many? Now for the past 6-7 years in Kovalam, I think we managed some 4 or 5. That also people with mental illness under the category of MR or something like that. It's not same with SCARF as well.
It's easier to get old age pension, and a lot of people are getting that instead of MI.
But relatively, but it's still not easier.
Not all that easy, but much easier compared to
Okay, focus.
No, so this is part of the discussion. So I think that is very, very
work to more
Service kind of.
service kind of work.
That's anyway part
I think
of
that's
that.
part which she suggested, but to push for more.
Yeah.
And that can be even a person who has a mental health issue or
Or
a
any
person who
disability
has
for
a
that
mental
matter.
health issue. So point well taken and noted.
Yeah.
I think
Secondly,
It should be an all India scheme. This is limited to Tamil Nadu.
No, MNREG is the
Everywhere.
100 days work for 100 days to 100
It's
days.
the National Rural Employment
Guarantee.
It is everywhere in India.
Okay.
But the pity, nowhere in India anybody is getting their full amount.
full amount or not, but even, I feel, this is my take, there's a lot of corruption around it.
Yeah.
And we've gone, Salik and I have gone visited some of the homes where they're accessing the NREG, especially amongst people with disabilities and things like that. In completely rural and remote areas where there is absolutely no other scope, like the 2-3 homes that we went, both husband and wife working. So there I feel that, it's worked. And even if they're not getting the whole 100, 120, whatever that they're getting, and the fact that they're occupied is making a difference. So instead of saying it's, it's really corrupt and giving up on it, I think we should all claim it more and utilize it better. And in Tamil Nadu, at least, it's a good time to do so because there is Vijay Kumar over there.
Something like that.
Yeah.
They should make the most.
Most use now of Vijay Kumar. You'll be shocked to hear that yesterday they discussed this mobile health units and linking up all these NREGA places to the mobile health units. Between yesterday and today, they have actually worked towards issuing a GO to ensure that the people in the mobile health, the professionals in the mobile health clinics, whether it's a nurse or whoever, gets trained and that they start providing, in addition to whatever else that they do, psychiatric care and minimal rehabilitation facilities and link it to the MNR between yesterday and today. So meetings are happening now in the next couple of days to make sure Vijay Kumar is good. He's good.
Okay, Urban India kind of separated into different groups. First group I'm taking is people who need to retain a job they already had. Okay, so they're working and something happens, or maybe they're working under the radar. They know they have a mental health problem, family knows, friends know, company doesn't know. Organization doesn't know, organization comes to know, says, okay, person of unsound mind, tata bye-bye. There are enough and more court cases which have shown, the way as far as that is concerned. For this group, I think more important thing is to provide support by way of, yes, sustaining, then getting back to work, to employer training. I mean, Lazar kind of made it sound very easy, but the biggest obstacle really is not so much ourselves and our